What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel online, www.whatsupinthesky.com. Come check out the website, the forums, all sorts of good stuff going on there. And Curiosity Rover. Hadn't taken some color pictures for a while, but we have got a doozy here. At least I think this one's good. My buddy Keith Laney, he's on the Richard C. Hoagland imaging team with me. I'm with them, those guys. He's been around with Richard working for a really long time. And he sent this out as an email the other day, and he works with metal. A lot of people don't know he's a metal worker. And he said, check out the sheet metal on this stuff. And if you've watched my channel before, you know I think that Mars was destroyed a really long time ago. And basically, whatever hit it, there was heat, there was impact, force. It definitely destroyed Mars in a way that left it the way it looks now. Now there is some remnants of all sorts of stuff out there. Let me show you where I got these from, and then I'll show you what else he sent along with it, which is pretty interesting. Here's Keith's website right here. The Hidden Mission is hiddenmission.com. He has some really good forums on there. I mean, there's a lot of good people on his forums. I got a forum on whatsupinthesky.com, and his is definitely a lot bigger, a lot more people on it. That doesn't mean don't come, sign up for the website over here, because we've got some good stuff going on as well. Here's the NASA pictures. Don't bother having to try and write this down. I always leave a description at the bottom. If you hit more, if you're watching this on Facebook, open it up on YouTube. There's a little YouTube button at the bottom. Click that, and that'll take you, and you can always hit more information under description, and you'll find it. But up here, check this stuff out up here, right? Here is the other view of it, the left eye angle. That's more of like I never really got much out of these images, but he sent both of them along, and let's take a look at what else he sent with it. So if we could really get into this picture and look at some of the stuff, but I want to show you the comparison first to the metal piece. And it's basically just like a Shutterstock image, but what we're going to do to it, see, here's Twisted Metal, I'm going to move it down here, and we're going to side by side some of this here. And what I want to do, we're going to look at this part over here first. We'll do that. What I want to do is I'm going to step backwards. Where am I at? Step backwards. Step forward. Oh, what happened here? I did this earlier. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and do this again. We're going to adjust we're going to match color it, and we're just going to match color it to one of these images right here to show you what it could look like with a bunch of dust on it. So basically, here is what it looks like with Mars on it. Step forward. Undo state change. Oh, we'll do it again. Adjust. This is kind of neat for anybody who doesn't know how to do this, and then we'll basically match it to it. And if you got a couple of images, see, here's the other one we've got open. We'll match it to that. So just kind of simulating some dust. That's why I did it, because I want you to see how similar this stuff actually looks. Like the thickness up here. Check this piece out here, how it's all twisted up. Let me go ahead and get my pointer back. Check this stuff out, how it's all twisted up compared to here. I mean, when you're just looking at this stuff, and that's why I love putting it towards stuff we see here, on the ground. It just looks like, wow, it could actually be that. It's good to have a comparison sometimes. That's what I'm trying to get at. Down around here where it all comes down, there's big chunks of it and stuff like that. And then you've got buried into the ground different pieces. I mean, it's got shapes, all sorts of your typical things. Look, this piece right here has got a hole in it. Down here we've got a piece of metal or something that comes up, it's got a hole in it. You can see through, the shadow even comes through it. But let me go back to the one and just show you that one more time. Where are we at? So, oh, I put it in the wrong one. All right, there we go. So that's our Mars turned into Mars. That's the best I can do with just a simple match color change. And it's interesting, if you match like some of these Mars images to images you find actually on Earth, oh man, some of the images, the colors can pop right out. But since we're working with one of the new images that came down, this isn't from the PDS. So like I said, as always, it's only 70%. So you're going to get a little bit of JPEG artifacts in it. But let's look at some of these interesting pieces right here. I'm not sure. We've got another one of those S's up in here. Just kind of actually looks like SO, but that doesn't look like an O. That actually is a looks like a little sphere that's actually off of the ground there, and there's another one on top of it. That's a little bit far off. I was really interested in these pieces right here. Look how perfectly squared off that is at the top. That's 90 degrees and 90 degrees for sure. Here you got another one, 90 degrees, and this one looks kind of bent in. Like remember the picture we were just looking at, the stuff's just kind of strewn about and tossed around. And I think whatever happened to Mars, it got a it got like I said, it had a boom, it had heat, had water that ended up doing a lot of this probably as it settled. Um, Whatever destroyed it could have been electrical, like the Thunderbolt channel thinks that there's a lot of electricity that had to do with it. More and more I watch their channel and get interested in it. And let's take a look at some of the stuff over here. Even just the rocks around here seem to have some interesting patterns in them. And like I say, you see here where you've got a little square around two little dots. And this is fairly close to the rover, and some of that stuff could be artifacts, image artifacts. We won't really know until the thing, the actual raw data comes back to the rover. Like down here, you could see, anybody could see, hey, that looks like a face. I try to stay away from faces now, especially on the pictures like this, because you learn, the artifacts do give off certain pieces, but the most interesting pieces are, of course, I think these pieces over here. But check this one out too. It comes up straight. It's got another line. It kind of comes around. And it kind of just comes up just like you think metal would. Um, and it's been sitting here on the surface for so long, so it's had time to lose its probably, who knows how, if it oxidized, how it actually oxidized. It's sitting next to totally different couple of rocks. And here's what it looks like from Mars, directly from NASA. So you really can't tell. Like I said, when NASA puts that color on their stuff, the butterscotch puke I call it, they really do a number on it. But that's the two versions I came up with it. But check that out. See how it comes down here? And who knows if it keeps going back up here. It either looks like piping or a piece of something. But it almost looks like you can see under it with a shadow. That might just be an illusion. But over here you've got the same effect on this piece. It comes up, comes down and around and up and over. More S's. We've been looking at these S's. If you watch my channel, I've been bringing those S's up forever. They seem to show up on everything. And what's interesting is the rover here got these kind of blurry. So it looked like it was really focusing in up here on this stuff up here. And let me just bring you in really tight on this just so you can see it. Just how it comes up. Pretty cool. I must say, Keith, either way, this one's pretty damn interesting. I'm going to give this one to you because, like I said, you're the metal worker. You've seen metal. You've seen what it looks like after years and years of sitting around. Imagine millions of years or possibly thousands of years, however long this was. And this groove piece right here, too, just sure does, like I said, that piece where you get that 90-degree angles right there. Here you got like a box. That just gets real interesting to me. It makes me start thinking. It makes my mind go, whoo! So block pieces that look like it could have came off of a structure somewhere. A lot of people say you got to think outside the box on Mars, and I do. I try to do that a lot. But lately, I see so much of ourselves in the architecture that I'm finding there, and the geology of what they use to create. And I do believe that, a civilization was on Mars. If you watch my videos enough, I'm sure you probably believe it too. I'd hope so. I hope I've done my job after what 370 maybe Mars videos, something along the lines. Um, so, all right, guys, what do you guys think about this one? I wanted to keep it short and simple. Probably could have kept it shorter than that. I got a bunch more to bring out to you. Like I said, it's been busy lately. If you watched my last video, but there's a lot to get done. I've got a lot of image, and I got a lot of space news coming up that I want to get out. A lot of images that you guys have sent. Also, a couple really cool ones that I found. Got some interesting stuff in the works. That's all I can say about that. Uh, that's just a little teaser, and hopefully we'll be able to talk about that in the future. And much love, guys. What's Up in the Sky 37. Come on, check out the website www.what'supinthesky.com. And one more time, let me just go back on over to the to our rubble pile and make it the size. So check that out, man. That's the piece that really kind of threw me in and said, you know what? This stuff really could be metal. And what else bends like that? You know, rocks, shale doesn't seem to bend like that. This just looks like debris. And as my buddy from Terry says, Uncle Jake's Junkyard, who knows how the debris was actually formed here. Like I said, molten. It definitely got hot. We know that. So, all right, guys, let me know below if you think what you think. What you think. What you guys think about this? And it is midnight, and I am got to get up early for work. Tomorrow is Friday, and tomorrow night I should be getting some more videos out. So look forward to it. Looking forward to getting some more done. It's been a while. All right, guys. Much love, Misty guys. Peace.